I keep on seeing like women's soccer popping up on my Twitter and equal pay. They want to get paid the same as men. And I made a video about this before, but so it's quite clear that these people are either ignoring reality, ignoring how economics works, because hey, listen, I'm all for like these athletes like the NBA or soccer, MLB or whatever. I'm all for if they want to be communists, like I'm all for them getting paid the same. I mean, I know what'll happen is you'll see less incentive for people to work hard, so you'll see a shittier product. But I mean, I really don't even watch sports anymore. I just like to play video games. When it comes to why men make so much more than women is because of the revenue they bring in, the eyes on the product, the sales. And here's the thing that's crazy. If you think about how much money women spend in our economy, not even just their own money, maybe it's their man's money, their father's money, the taxpayers' money, and then you add in males buying things to try to attract women, so they're perceived at a higher status. That doesn't really matter to this part, but you know, our whole economy, most of our economy is driven by women spending money. So you have all these female consumers out here that spend a ton of money, and supposedly there's more women than men, and women live longer than men. Why the hell are women's sports not doing better than men's sports? Why are women not supporting it? That's the problem. You know, they should be mad at themselves. They should be mad at... I think that you probably have more women supporting men's sports than women's sports. Because there's more straight women than there is gay women. A lot of straight women, you know, see that pretty boy, that young stud that they adore, and then they'll pay attention or support, you know, buy the jersey. I mean, nobody cares about the WNBA. Nobody wants to watch that. The NBA is, if I was going to watch something, I'm going to watch the NBA. It's way more exciting. They're not jumping out of the gym in the WNBA. The skills aren't even close. They don't run as fast. They're way slower. Guys are jacked, and they jump out of the building. They're so fast. They're extremely athletic. But you might have a couple athletic women that are athletic for being women, but they're not jumping from the free throw line dunking or doing like 360 jams, you know, underneath the leg, throwing down underneath the leg dunks. And then they wonder why they're not making as much as men. It's like, why can't you go play in the NBA? If you got the skills, if you have the skills, you know, you can shoot that three, you can defend well, you can lock somebody down, I'm sure you can get in the NBA, and that's where the money's at. And the funny thing is the NBA subsidizes the WNBA. So if the NBA just shut off subsidizing them, there would be no WNBA because they would be bankrupt. It's like these these writers like complaining about pay when they can be easily replaced. Like, you're putting out a shitty product. Your stories suck. Movies nowadays suck. I watched one good movie. That's an independent movie. I really don't care to watch new movies. I don't care about their ESG score, the bullshit like that. I'm all for like seeing diversity, but I want like high talented, high quality diversity. I don't want to just see somebody diversity for the fucks of it. Oh, just because somebody looks a certain way or whoever they have a relationship with, like they need to be on camera, or it's just like, no. I like diversity. I like seeing diverse people in there, but I want high quality. So I don't want some just to fill quotas, and that's what's happening. But yeah, nobody cares about the WNBA. Nobody cares about women's soccer, and your own gender doesn't even give a damn. So like, you can get mad at your own people, but they won't. They won't call out their own people. They want to blame masculinity, patriarchy, gender pay gap. And I think the gender pay gap's going to go down. I think it's going to get pretty equal. And the reason why that we have a gender pay gap is because men work more. That's why. But the more that we go into the society where women don't really care about men, they're just annoyed by us. They want nothing to do with us. The less men will work, because we ain't having kids, we ain't having families. And then women will have to work more to pay for the student loan debts and their debts and all that together, because they're strong, independent women. And, they pick themselves in a pretty bad corner when they age and nobody wants them no more. So, right now, my sexual market value, I think I've pretty much, it should be better than it was back when I was like doing really good in dating, like 5 years ago, 6 years ago, when I had like 10 different like sex buddies at one time, which is really bad, and I'm not trying to brag about that, but I had emotional issues, and yeah, I've overcame a lot of that shit. But my sexual market value today, currently, is the same as an overweight single mom who wants an open relationship. That's what my sexual market value is. And I am not going to be in a relationship with somebody who wants to have an open relationship, somebody who's overweight, and somebody that has little kids. I'm not going to do it. So I'll just go my own way and hope that society turns around one day. That's my hope, and that's why I continue to better myself, is potentially, and I know that a woman will never love me for me, but potentially things will get harder. Hopefully women will thin out. They're actually, be like, dang man, this whole trying to be a man sucks. And they'll come back down to reality. They'll get into their femininity. They'll grow their hair out. They'll lose the weight. They'll bring peace to my life, not fucking chaos, not trying to compete with me. But if it don't happen, it don't fucking happen, man. Like, whatever. But I think it will. And I think that before that does happen, I think that women are going to get really this will be right before the downfall. Women they're gonna get aggressive, and you might see women getting charged for sexual harassment at the workplace because of how aggressive they get. They're not used to having to be accountable for the most part. They're used to getting whatever they want. So they're used to always getting their way. So obviously this isn't any time soon because there's so many damn simps out here, but at some point women's testosterone will be like at an all-time peak. They're gonna start getting like really, really aggressive. They're gonna get more, they're gonna want sex more and more because of like testosterone. I don't know if it's something in the water, the foods we're eating, when women go to the gym, and fatter women seem to have more testosterone too. I said they're gonna probably get really aggressive, and it's gonna be weird. They're gonna be coming up to you, and they might even be DMing you, trying to be like, "Hey, you want to get laid?" It's like, it's gonna be weird. Like, imagine a girl coming up to you and then being like, "Hey, you wanna have sex?" And you're just like, "What? Are you serious?" That's it. It'll be weird. It'll be like it's a gag. Like, where's the camera at? What TikTok video am I on? But yeah, this whole feminist is the problem. This whole feminist crap is the problem, and they want to try to be the same as us, but they will never be the same as us. We have our own strengths and weaknesses, and we with our strengths and weaknesses, we're a great team together. But females want to go towards the masculine part, which some I understand because there's a lot of weak men out there. So I get how they don't trust their life with a man because they're always gonna leave me. I get that. Like that'd be like the worst thing. You trust yourself with a man, have a kid with them, and then he leaves you. It's like, that's fucked up, man. So that was happening a lot, or like the cheating, because men are, well, they were, hopefully, like a lot of them are growing up, but like men over the last 50 years been really fucking immature, and I've been in there. We've had really weak leadership to look up to, and the hard times are coming, and it might not be like hard times like brutal, we're gonna go back to horse and buggy hard times, but you know, when you're used to a certain type of lifestyle, when you're used to a certain type of comfort, and then you go back, hard times is a lot different than it would be like 300 years ago in the future. You know, it's just, you go without AC or different luxuries you're used to not having now. But yeah.